Hello everyone, my name is Anna Park and welcome to Geometry Prep. I'm going to now share my screen with everyone. So here's a little bit of background information on myself. My name is Anna Park. I grew up in Skokie, Illinois, and I went to Niles North High School. I got my bachelor's degree from Bradley University, where I studied mathematics and secondary education. I also earned a master's degree from Concordia University and studied curriculum and instruction with an ESL endorsement. This is my 12th year teaching. My first year of teaching was at Glenbard South High School, and this is my 11th year teaching at Lyons Township High School. Here's a little bit of information about geometry. In this course, we will investigate the measurements and properties of lines, planes, angles, polygons, and solids, as well as all the relationships. This class will provide you the opportunity to grow as a critical thinker and problem solver. And it'll apply your pre-existing knowledge that you've gained from algebra to geometric concepts. We will utilize a variety of methods of logical thinking. And class activities will include note-taking, practice problems, and discussing homework questions, and I will provide feedback from Canvas quizzes. Here's the grading system for this school year. So formative grades will no longer play a role in the student's grade. This includes homework, classwork, and quizzes. However, quiz scores will still be recorded in Infinite Campus, so parents can keep an eye on how students are doing and have a record of how they scored on those quizzes. And I try to emphasize to students that quizzes are the best way to practice for the exams because the questions are very similar, but further, they're getting practice and the format on Canvas. When they're taking an assessment online, they're getting that practice before they take the actual test. Homework grades and classwork grades will not necessarily be recorded, but I do keep a record on paper, and I will reach out if there are any concerns. So yes, 100% of the student's grade will be the summative grade for exams. There is a retake policy, which I will talk about further in a moment, and please don't forget that there is a class syllabus available on my Canvas page. If you scroll down on my Canvas page, I will show you in a moment where the syllabus is also. So here is the retake policy, and it's only for summative assessments, so only for exams. Students have to turn in all required assignments, and they need to make sure they show all the solutions and corrections they've made with a different colored pen if possible, and they have to turn this in 2 to 3 days before they plan on retaking the exam. They must complete the retake within 2 weeks of the original assessment so that the material is still fresh in their mind, and the last exam of the semester cannot be retaken because grades are finalized before we go on winter break. So they wouldn't be able to retake that last exam because grades are finalized before winter break. Summative assessments that are not completed by the due date will be marked with an M for missing, and it will only be converted to a 0% if students have not submitted within 2 weeks of the due date. So if a student is out for an extended period of time, that is a special case, and I can communicate with them on a one-on-one basis. However, otherwise, students are required to make up all exams for the summatives within 2 weeks, or it will be converted to a 0. I will make sure I remind the students until they make it up. So here's a little bit about the virtual learning classroom. So Canvas will have all my Zoom links for live lessons, filled out notes for absent students, homework answer keys to check work, calendars, formative quizzes, and summative exams. So now I'm actually going to take you to that screen so I can kind of show you guys further where the syllabus is and where all the links are. So here is my Canvas homepage. And here's the virtual learning schedule, Lion Days, Gold Days, Blue Days. And if we scroll down, here's the syllabus. It's attached to the first day of class where I met the geometry students, which was on 8/21, a Blue Day. And here's the calendar for the first unit, and we did an activity. And if you scroll down, there's always a Zoom link so students can join class, and I could teach live. Here are the notes. Here are the answer key version of the notes when students are absent, so they can write that in their notebook or print it out and read it in detail. Here's the homework, and then I also put the answer key version so students can check their work and reach out to me if necessary. Here's an example of a Canvas quiz. When students click on it, it would take them to the quiz. It is currently not open because it is not yet September 2nd, but the window will open that day. And then students would open it up and they would take it. And then here's their first summative exam, which is also a link that will open on 9/11. So here's the layout of my Canvas page. I will now go back to the PowerPoint. So like I mentioned, the Zoom links for the live lessons, the notes with the answer key versions for absent students, the homework with answer keys, calendars, quizzes, exams are all on Canvas. So students can just go on Canvas and find everything. Infinite Campus will have grades. I will put the practice and formative grades in as well as the summative grades. Student engagement is important during virtual learning. We are going to be working in small groups, also known as breakout rooms on Zoom. I also ask students to press reaction buttons and raise their hand quite often, and I call on students during live classes and welcome questions on a daily basis. So I always encourage students to ask questions. Here's the best way to contact me, apark@lths.net. And from here, if you guys ever need me to call you, we can come up with the time through email. And last but not least, this is my availability. So I am not available on Lion Days because we have professional learning community time with teachers, but I am available anytime there is Vita Plena time. So Gold Days and Blue Days, which is about 4 days out of the week, typically, I am available from 7:45 to 8:45 and after school also. So make sure students, they have to know to also email me. So I'm available during Vita Plena time, before and after school, as shown on the schedule, or by appointment. But students have to email me in advance so that if I need to send them a Zoom link, I can provide them with that link and I can help them one-on-one. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, please feel to email me at apark@lths.net. Have a wonderful night.